What's up, everybody? This is Jay. Thanks for joining me for another week this Friday Fuss. I mean, it's December 11th. The year is almost over. Can y'all believe it? I mean, where did the time go? Just fly. I mean, 2020 is over. As crazy as 2020 was, as much bad things that went on, it's almost over. Now, we all are, of course, grown, and just because the calendar flipped don't mean, the problems that's going on will be over. But at least we can be optimistic and hope for a change. So on that note, we'll do that. Now, I got a bunch of stuff to talk about this Friday, and I'm going to go ahead and give the rundown and let you all see some of the topics. I'm going to talk about app of the week, and also Deebo. Deebo died. For those of you that don't know, Tiny Lister passed away. I'm gonna talk a little bit about that. Jay-Z weed. Yeah, Jay-Z got weed that's coming out. I'm gonna talk about that. Real Housewives of Atlanta was next. Movie to watch. Funny IG videos. R. Kelly sued again. Jordan and his shadiness continues. LeBron sad. Really? He sad? Paul George, Max deal. Your Honor, episode 2 is going to become, I'm going to talk about that. And of course, I got to talk about Power, episode 7. And then last, and I think this might be interesting, is Relationship Talk, live call in. Does a strong black woman know how to keep a man? And I didn't have enough space to write it all. I was running out of space. So would a man, good man or man, know how to keep a strong black woman? So both sides. So I'm going to try to get through all of these topics. Make sure I do. Make sure, try to touch base and don't leave anything left behind. So anyway, before I get started, let me go ahead and hit up some of these comments. Support gaming. Hey, what's up, brother? Rashonda, how you doing, sis? I appreciate you. Yeah, Deebo, Tiny. Yeah, that was sad. And they say that he was suffering from COVID symptoms. So it's just unfortunate. Donald, OMG, is Jay, yeah, from Away Mo Reviews. Okay, I got you. Sally Ann, hey, Sally, how you doing? Appreciate you. You'll do some Jay-Z weed? Hey, I'm gonna talk about it, man. Zeus, that's right. Zeus, No Holds Barred. That was one of his first big roles for Deebo. Tiny was doing that. And so, I got some memorable stories I'm going to talk about with Deebo. I never met him and I didn't know him personally, but he did make an impact, and not because of Friday. Yeah, that was shocking. And, unfortunate. I should have did something that I regret now. But anyway, it's all good. So, okay, that was a typo. Okay, I got you. All right. So, first thing that we talk about that I have, and the reason I kind of got these back to back, app of the week and Deebo. Okay. Now, I'm not actually able to show this because my phone situation. I was trying to get this to work, which is why I got on a little late today trying to get this to sync up. I wasn't able to get it to work. I thought it was going to work when I tried it out, but it didn't. So I'm going to have to just tell you about this app. You can put it in the app store and check it out. Okay. App of the week is called Cameo. Cameo, like a cameo appearance. It's called Cameo. Now, if you go to the App Store and you download Cameo, what they do on Cameo is it's a lot of celebrities, Instagram, YouTubers, all kind of people on there. And for different prices, they will deliver a birthday message, a shout out, or anything. I mean, they do different people will do different things. Some may give you an interview. Some may have a price like $5, and you can send them a text message and they'll respond. So give you an example. Ice Cube is on Cameo. Ice Cube will give you a birthday shout out and all of that stuff, but he wants $600 a video. 600. Yeah. Yay. No. Snoop is on there. Snoop again. What up, baby boy? It's Snoop right here. D-O-double-G. You want a message from me? Snoop want $1,000. Now, I know what you guys may think, and I figure maybe they put those prices so high because everybody with $50 would be trying to have Snoop make messages all day, and he probably don't want to be sending no damn birthday messages all damn day. So $1,000 will weed out a lot of people with frivolous stuff, I'm guessing. Anyway, ain't gonna be too many black folks paying Snoop no G-ball. Now, in comparison, Deebo was on Cameo. He was on there. I started to have him give me a birthday shout out. He was like $99 or like $109. And I'm like, all right, that ain't bad. I'm going to pay $109 and have Deebo give me a shout out. That's cool. And then I was going to play it on the YouTube channel for everybody. And when you go on Cameo, you can see different, posts that they have done for other people. And then you can see, oh, okay, he's this way or that way. All right, I'll do that. And so when I was looking at Deebo's post, he was like, hey, this is Deebo. Cameo. Yeah, the Deebo. The Cameo. I'm like, man, I ain't paying him no $100 like that. He don't look well or something. And that's why I didn't do it. I should have did it now, realizing, damn, I'll never get that chance again now. And I liked, Tiny. And, that was shocking and sad and unfortunate. And so another person that I was going to have do a cameo for me is Cedric the Entertainer. He's on there, and he wants $150. So I was thinking, man, $150. I had to think of something worth them saying. I'm grown ass man. What I look like paying a man call me delicious for my birthday? I ain't paying you no $150. Call me no delicious. What the heck? So that's why I didn't do that either. Because I'm like, I ain't got nothing for him to say that's worth $150. He need to do an interview. I'll pay him $150. He want to do an interview. You can pay $150. Say, hey, Jay, happy birthday. And I'll be like, oh, sad. You just made me feel all warm, sad. So, but they're just giving y'all some info. Check it out. Cameo, app of the week. Got all kind of people. You may find some people you would want to have say a thing or two, and the price matches. If you got big bank, maybe a G-ball ain't nothing to you to have Snoop say something. I mean, I wouldn't give him $1,000 even, no matter what, because shoot, he got enough money. I ain't giving him no money for that. But that's me. Now, Deebo. I wanted to do him with Cameo. I didn't. And I was just like hit out of left field that he passed away. Now, he was age 62. And they say that he was experiencing possible COVID symptoms. So let's see. he did have health problems, of course, and like most African American men, he should have went to the hospital right away, but he ignored his symptoms, went home, and was found unresponsive the next day. I think he was actually blind in one eye too. A lot of people thought that eye was closed. No, he was actually, I believe, blind. Don't quote me on that. I remember seeing that. But a lot of people in this article, it says he was a former wrestler turned character actor. He was actually an actor first, then got into wrestling. In 1989, it was a movie called No Holds Barred, where he was going against Hulk Hogan, and he damn near beat Hulk Hogan in the movie at the end. But of course, it's Hulk Hogan movie, so he was going to win. Well, he ended up going to WWE later that year. His name in the movie was Zeus, and so they called him Zeus in WWE. I mean, he was just as big. Like you guys, a lot of you that know him from Friday, he was already damn near close to 40 years old in Friday. In fact, like he was swole and chiseled. The first movie I remember seeing Tiny was in Armed and Dangerous with John Candy and Eugene Levy. And that was a good movie. And I mean, he was like a bodybuilder back then. And if you see that movie and see him in that, and it's a comedy, he was no joke. He was no joke in that movie. And anyway, it's unfortunate what happened. He was very busy and had a lot of things on his menu coming up. Okay, Desiree. Yeah, he was blind in the right eye. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, a lot of people thought that it just was, taking time off. That eye was taking a break. No, that eye was permanently laid off. It wasn't taking a break. It was laid off. Okay, so he overachieved and accomplished a lot. And so, with that being said, I give it to him. And hey, I appreciate the memories. And for everybody out there listening, man, go to the doctor, go check out. I mean, I know I need to listen to my own advice, but I know the COVID thing is going on, so people can't go to the hospital and things unless it's serious enough or whatever. But, let's not take our health for granted. There's nothing more important than your health. So, always keep that in mind. Now, one thing that I will say that is a positive out of this, a little small positive. It ain't a big positive because there's nothing more positive than him being alive still. But one small positive is that they got him as Tommy. But anyway, they took out the Tiny on IMDb. Yeah, he died yesterday, December 10th, in Marina Del Rey, which is a beautiful part of California, LA, not Inglewood. But anyway, what I was going to say is that he has a lot of projects coming up, and he had like 12 projects in the works, and I believe he has maybe 2 or 3 coming out next year. So we do still have a chance to see him on the screen still. As you see, 2021, 60 Minutes to Kill, Renegades, all of these movies right here after 2021. He was in the last I Got the Hookup Part 2. Then he's got for 2021 the Aligner. That's straight to DVD. The Body Sculptor, straight to DVD. Crossed, straight to DVD. Hellhole, straight to DVD. Let me stop. But anyway, they got a lot of stuff coming out. I'd be like, look forward to maybe checking out a few things and reminisce on old Deebo. So, it is what it is. Chris P, I agree with you. And I'm probably pretty sure Deebo probably felt the same. And, he didn't get another day to think about it. So, I mean, I feel the same way as you. It's probably a couple things that I should probably go and check out and do, but I don't feel that it's to that situation or that level yet either. But sometimes the longer you wait, then you go, then they be like, well, now you in this level of stage, whatever. I don't want to, say too much and wish bad luck on myself or anybody else, but the sooner the better, let's say. But I feel you too, Chris. It's a crazy time right now. Anyway, next up, Jay-Z weed. Jay-Z weed. Now, we have a couple people talking about they wanted some Jay-Z weed earlier. I saw my boy Suge Knight over there. You gonna smoke Jay-Z weed? I called Suge Knight. Donald Welliver, that's Suge Knight, young Suge Knight over there. Anyway, Jay-Z, this is the thing and the problem that I have, and go ahead and talk about this. So, this legal marijuana stuff is now blowing up, and all these people that went to jail for selling it will never be able to get a chance to do anything. They got records, or they trying to expunge, do this, that, and the other, whatever. They put all these regulations and things in place where a regular person can no longer do it. Like the marijuana was a person-to-person type business in a way. You knew the people and this, that, and the other. And now it's going to be corporatized. And this Jay-Z, all these guys, they got the money to do it. And the people that suffered and was taking penitentiary chances every day of their life for a blunt won't be able to profit or benefit from it, other than continuing to make people like Jay-Z rich. One thing if I would do is I would never buy anything with a celebrity name on it. Forget them. They already got enough money. I personally wouldn't. And then that seemed kind of gimmicky. Now, I will say, and I'm going to break down the article of the Jay-Z weed and tell you about it. It does sound pretty good and interesting, I will admit, but I ain't making Jay-Z no more millions of dollars. And yeah, you could pick this place or that place, and they probably gonna make $1 million too. I mean, it's just inevitable. But I'd rather go with mom and pop or small independent people or this or that than these big time Snoop Dogg, Jay-Z's, and all of that stuff. So anyway, it's saying that his new product line is gonna be called Monogram. He's got the he's got the packages that's simple. And whenever you see black and white packaging, that's what is deemed simple and easiest for consumers. When I was in marketing, that's what they would try to do. If you ever see something black and white, they would see you can't go wrong. So anyway, he named his stuff after numbers. I don't know why, but anyway. As you see, Seth Rogen, Snoop, Jim Belushi, Chelsea Handler, they all and many more have different brands of cannabis. And even Whoopi Goldberg has some. And it's a website, and they got like baths, salt type stuff, not bath salt, but bath ointments and things. It's all for women. They got something Whoopi got that is supposed to help with menstrual cycle stuff. You should check it out. I think her website is called Maya and Whoopi or something. I don't think she has anything to smoke. It's more like drinks and stuff you put in, lotions and stuff you put in the bath or something. Anyway, I digress. So Jay-Z has his new brand out, Monogram. And what they basically are saying is that he has the strains he named. They are named number 88, 96, 70, and number 1. And they got 3 classes. OG hand rolls for $50. inspired by premium cigars and using a proprietary roll technique, allowing the flower to burn for multiple sessions. Is that even possible? I guess maybe a cigar I can see. Cigars are made rolled a certain way, but a cigar is very thick. Nobody has marijuana cigars that are thick as a cigar, and it damn sure would be more than $50. But anyway, as you all see, he has a lot more stuff. I'm not going to go over it all. I will put the link to this article in the description box. But let me know in the comments, y'all want some Jay-Z weed or celebrity weed? I could see Snoop Dogg maybe endorsing it more than any of these old school rappers, so-called old school. But anyway, because he been smoking the most out of all of them and advertising it. Jay-Z doesn't even smoke. Jay-Z never said he smoked in his music. Actually, he said he don't. He didn't even say he sold weed before. He used to sell dope. Why buying his stuff? Yeah, he a businessman, smart. He could come up with a good idea, this or that. But man, forget him. That's crazy. Let's see, Cigar Talk. Jay-Z does a lot for social justice behind closed doors. It's not always publicized, though. I read in Forbes that he's tethering the Monogram parent company stuff to Roc Nation's social justice efforts also. I mean, that's interesting and all, but at the same time, a lot of those things that's going on, like he's going to be making money off of marijuana, and then it's going to be people getting locked up in different states for it. I mean, like he should be like lobbying and trying to push for legalization or something. These guys, they don't have a problem with making money, but they ain't trying to help people that's going to jail for the same thing they making money off of. And they isolated. Jay-Z ain't gonna get raided or Snoop or none of these people. They straight. They got money. They don't have any problems, and they can go and move or live wherever it's legal if they wanted to. But you know, hey, it is what it is. Hey, Dariana, what's up? And Mama, I appreciate you coming through. You like my new house? You like my living room? You see, I've been watering all these plants up in here. Anyway, let's see. Jay-Z, he smoked cigars in his video. If he came out with a cigar line, I could understand that. That would have made sense. But a cigar line, although may be profitable, is not going to be profitable like a weed line. It ain't even close. It ain't even close. But that's a good point, though. That's a good point. Let's see. Yeah, One Journey, they can move. They can move. They can go and live wherever they want. I mean, they already got houses in California and New York already. And so, both of those locations is completely legal anyway. So they don't need to do nothing anyway. The places they go, they good. And they got lawyers and money and different. It just ain't even fair sometimes. So anyway, that's a good question. I would think she wouldn't, because she's such a powerful singer and she would want to protect her voice. It's different than rapping. But at the same time, it is a lot of singers throughout history that smoke cigarettes like crazy. It is. And women and men both sing. Nat King Cole used to sing with a square in his fingers as he was singing. So, hey, I mean, at the end of the day, she ain't never about to be smoking like, Buzz Down Betty. She may hit a little something, this or that or whatever. The black, yeah, it would take a lot of smoke to get them lips that black. All right, that was funny. Nah, let's see. Real Housewives of Atlanta. What is next? Now, these girls is crazy. I'll tell you that much. Now, one thing that I noticed about Real House of Atlanta, it was funny to me. They talk about what they wasn't able to do because of COVID. We ain't been able to enjoy ourselves and socialize, and it's depressing. Y'all ain't been able to put on y'all little parties and front with your outfits and stuff, so they've been sad. Um, I don't feel bad for them, but I feel bad that a person that old is still like into this stuff. Like they act like they're in high school. And Kenya Moore is delusional, completely delusional. She thinks she's supposed to be married, and she calls it split up for 10 or 11 months. That's a divorce. They don't even live in the same state. Ain't no man, I don't give a damn if he in his 40s or 50s. Her husband is still in good shape, decent looking guy, got money. He ain't going nowhere damn near a year without being with a woman. Like he's with somebody else. And she's still sitting up there talking about working on her marriage. This the dude. If dude ain't there in a year, how you working on it by yourself? It's over. You are lost. You're delusional. And this is part of what I'm going to tie into at the end, where I have, is a man able to be with a strong black woman, and can a strong black woman keep a man? For example, I don't want to use Kenya Moore as the example because she's crazy and got a lot of drama and pettiness, always trying to start arguments and stuff. All of them, I mean, they so petty. Only girl that's cool to me, and she instigate too much, is Candy Burris. And if I was with her, I would be telling her and nagging her to leave your damn friends alone. Y'all messy, straight up. So anyway, we'll see. I think that this new Real Housewives of Atlanta season ain't gonna be what as good as the others, and as much as other people enjoyed it because of COVID. They ain't been able to go out and about and start drama like they usually do and argue. So I think overall fans of the show will be a little disappointed with these episodes coming up because they can't do nothing. So anyway, we'll see. Yeah, Kenya is a damn mess. And you know what, ladies, let me tell you something. You all worry about all your looks, this, that, and the other. Kenya Moore is a good looking woman, especially for her age, and she can't keep a man. Don't no man want to come home and hear no drama, arguing, nagging. She was jealous that he loved the daughter. He said the daughter was number one. She told me, I'm supposed to be number one. No, you supposed to be saying the daughter number one too is what you supposed to be doing. And he supposed to be number two. Like you number two now. That's what happened when you have a kid. Grow up. What the hell is wrong with you? I don't get it. You should have been happy for your daughter. Instead, I miss being the girlfriend. You have 50 years of girlfriend time. Get over it. But you gonna be 60 talking about girlfriend? You better get them old with Nene bloated booty, inflated booty. You better get that big inflated booty before you need a spare tire change ass up out of here. Girlfriend, please. Anyway, Chris P, you got a good point. Holly Berry, very beautiful. Allegedly a mess in the head. She can't keep a man. Hey, that's what's been said many a times. And that's why I say allegedly, because I don't know and I ain't been able to verify. But a lot of people have said that. And, you know, a lot of people will say this and that. But if a person, let me tell you something. When the man go out, go to work, do whatever, when he come home, the last thing he want to do is be talking and hearing anything. Like when I come home, I need to come in, chill. You know what I'm saying? Relax for a minute. Don't want to hear about no petty drama, none of that. And so what dude could put up with that? and they got money, they successful, they got health, looks. Why are you miserable? That's a turn off. And sometimes I know women, you all think men is dogs and you got a big old booty hanging off that we just can't wait to jump it. That's almost true. But when you like Holly Berry, it's always some fine woman out there that somebody's tired of, because once they get there and that person is doing that, you can actually turn a person off. You could be looking so great, this, that, and the other, and they don't want to be bothered because your attitude and stuff is just messed up. And it don't matter how much makeup you put on the outfits. It's some chill girls that I really liked a lot, and they didn't do all that. And some that I known that had all that stuff, and I couldn't stand them. So don't put all that work and faith into that. Not saying that you do. Nah. Let's see. Enough of them. Movie to watch. Now, I'm going to try to do every week another movie to watch or check out, in case you guys hadn't seen it or checked it out. And I'm going to try to mention a movie or something to check out that you guys could check it out right away if you wanted to. And so with that being said, I'm going to review a movie today that's on Hulu. You can check it out on Hulu. A lot of people kind of gave this movie a little bit of flack. They said it wasn't that good. It's a new movie. It came out last year, actually. And it's on cable as well. I actually liked the movie. I wanted to go see it in the theaters so I could do a review while it was in the theaters. And I wasn't able to get to it. So I'm going to do the review now. It's pretty good. Desiree, you funny girl. I'm talking about when I was younger. I ain't got no girls now, man. I'm all alone, man. It's all right. All right. So, movie to check out is Gemini Man. It's on Hulu. Now, this was Will Smith's last movie that went to theaters that was an action movie. Now, it actually was pretty good. Now, a lot of people gave it a lot of problems, a lot of stuff. They said that the story wasn't this, wasn't that. I mean, if you think about any movie too much, it's going to fall apart. Now, the people that wrote this movie, the people that wrote Game of Thrones TV show. And a lot of people think that they tanked the last season or two of Game of Thrones because they wanted to hurry up and get to writing this movie and other movies. Allegedly. Whether that's the case or not, Gemini Man was not as bad as people gave it credit. So, the way that the movie is going is that Will Smith is he's 50 years old, just like in real life. He's a hitman that's been able to do unbelievable hits and missions and things, but he's 50 years old and getting older. And so one of the guys that worked with him ended up one way or another getting his DNA and cloning him. He was considered one of the best. And so they cloned him. So now it comes to the part where he's 50 years old and he's looking to retire. Now, they don't believe that he's trying to retire and that this is real, whether he's with the CIA or whoever. All of them got some type of tattoo with a spade, ace of spades on their wrist, all his little friends in the movie. Nevertheless, they're trying to kill him. They don't believe that he was trying to retire. So he's like surgical with the weapons. In the very beginning, he takes out a man on a moving bullet train through the window like a mile away. Okay, so now it comes where they try to take him out. Of course, he survives. He ends up having a little sidekick. He's trying to get to another country. Then he realized, okay, they got somebody on me. He's trying to, get out of there or whatever to lead the person, the hitman, away from his people that's with him. Right when he's about to pop him in the head, he see in the scope, damn, this dude looked like me when I was young. And so then he starts realizing going back and forth, this dude looked like me, this, that, and the other. One thing lead to another. They realize that he's been cloned, and that I don't want to give too much away because I still want you to be able to see it. But it gets pretty interesting. Now, I'll tell you some of the things people are upset about is they're saying, well, just because you clone a person doesn't mean that they'll still be the same, which is true. You could clone me, and that doesn't mean they will have the same jokes or the same thing you say, because a person is shaped by their environment as well. You could clone me and they don't live at the exact moment in time and go through the things I went through. They won't exactly be me. They will look like me. You can clone Michael Jordan. If you don't never let him play basketball, he won't be a good basketball player. But the other side of that coin is that this dude was trained by one of the people that worked with Will Smith that was good as well. So it's not like they just cloned him and then he took over from where he left off. He was trained. And if you got the same reflexes and memory, muscle movement and different things, then you could possibly get the same results. So it is what it is. I gave it a 7 because you can't really give a half a rating on IMDb, but I would give it between a 6.5 and a 7.5. So that's why I put 7. It's pretty good, and it's definitely worth checking out. So with that being said, if you haven't seen Gemini Man and you have Hulu, you might want to check it out. It was actually pretty good, and wasn't as bad as they say. The special effects was actually very good. This dude looked like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Will Smith, minus the box. But he did have a little box, though. It looked like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Will Smith, against old Will Smith. And his voice even sounded young. He sounded like the younger Will Smith. I think some people say that the special effects wasn't that good. I think it was really good, and considering some of the fight sequences and close quarter stuff they had going on, I think that they pulled it off pretty well. So you check it out, you be the judge. But Gemini Man definitely worth checking out if you're looking for a movie to watch and you don't know what to watch. Check it on out. So with that being said, what's next? Let's see. Funny IG videos. I'm gonna load that up, and before I load that up, let me go on and get to R. Kelly. He's being sued. Yeah, Kels is being sued, which is crazy because, don't this woman know he's broke? You just paid a lawyer and hired a lawyer for nothing. He's broke. What are you trying to get? His royalties? I mean, he's not getting none of those either because nobody's playing his music. Now, I'm not saying she should give up, but I'm thinking, well, I don't know. Anyway, so this lady is suing R. Kelly. Let's see. And the reason why she's suing R. Kelly, which is crazy, and I think this is her fault as well, she wants his medical records because she claims he gave her herpes. Yeah. And she only is asking for records for the last 5 years, which means 5 years ago, you didn't know R. Kelly was a damn mess? 5 years ago, you didn't think about sleeping with R. Kelly and catching nothing. Just 5 years. You had no idea. You was clueless. You had no idea. You ain't know. You ain't heard lay down with dogs, you get up with fleas. I believe I'm gonna cry. R. Kelly looking busted. See, he can't even shave his head no more and look nice and neat and young like me. He in trouble. It say he's facing this. They go in on him in this article. They said he's facing this legal troubles for his alleged abhorrent behavior and perverted way of life. Damn, article. Hip Hop Wired. They said hey, he got a perverted way of life. Okay? He's a pervert. It ain't use a flirt. No. You pervert. I let you girl up in the club. You pervert. You know it when I roll up in them dubs. You pervert. And when I'm pervert. He pervert. Yeah, that's the remix. It ain't I'm a flirt. I'm pervert. You know it when I see them little girls. I'm pervert. You know when I got candy in the van. I'm pervert. You know when I am smiling and you know I'm pervert. You know when I am getting naked, I got to hurt. Anyway, what did the hell did this girl think she about to get? This dude can't even get bail. Don't you know if he had money, he would get his ass out of jail first? What you think he gonna stay in jail, leave some money in the bank, talk about, no. When I get out, I'm gonna go on the shopping spree. He broke. What'd she think? His career is over. Nobody wants to give the man a shot. He's been blacklisted and bald. It's over. I don't know. What do y'all think? See, R. Kelly next album, Trapped in the Prison Cell, gonna drop. In the cell, in the closet. Hey, yeah, he get no money out of Kels. If she finds some money, he gonna be surprised too. So, Now, here's the thing. This is a good point, and they talk about this in the article. If you were asking for medical records and it didn't apply to you, or you talking about somebody's case or medical records and it doesn't apply to you or the person you talking to, and also Hippocratic is not real. You talk about HIPAA violation, and HIPAA violation is what you were meaning, and that would have been for somebody that's employed. So, like, she doesn't work at the hospital or in healthcare, so she wouldn't be doing it, and they have to sue to get it. Now, if they went to the hospital and talked to the dude behind the thing, like in Joker, and then just Deebo'd, I hate even using the word Deebo now that he's no longer here, but if he just Deebo'd them records, then that would be a violation. Not a violation, that's 2 mouth shots. Anyway. Yeah. And herpes is very nasty, and a lot of young people don't understand this stuff. So I was talking to some young lady not too long ago, and I was telling her about, people wear condoms, but you can't do nothing for herpes. And she like, what you mean? I'm like, what you mean? What I mean? She like, what you mean? You can't get none for the condom is 99%. Yeah. But herpes is on the outside. Unless you wrap your whole area in saran wrap, that's a gamble, baby. Unless you got your cuckoo in a Glad bag, we in trouble. Okay? So I think, and it's for life. For life, Mac 10. So you don't want to do that. You protect yourself before you bump yourself. Yeah, R. Kelly got beat down in jail, and they got a lot of they had an interview, rather, I should say, with that dude, and they said he was mad because R. Kelly keep having all these protesters and stuff outside, and then they shut down the jail because the jail is mad, and when they do that, then nobody can get any visitors or any of that. So they're like, man, tell your people to take their ass home or I'm beating your ass, dude. I ain't had no visitors, none of this, because they coming to see you. Oh, no. It's on. Now, that's allegedly the story that I heard. Makes sense. Anyway, let's see what's next. Got Michael Jordan and his shadiness. Michael Jordan and his shade. And after that, LeBron is sad. I'm going to go back to back with those. Now, Michael Jordan, man. I'm a big Jordan fan for what he did on the court as a basketball fan. But as a person, Michael Jordan is just so petty, so shady. He's dirty, man. And I don't think it's necessary. And so I know, and I'm sure a lot of you sports fans may have heard that, Michael Jordan, he always carried a grudge and looked for different reasons and things to help motivate him in games, create his own battles. But he was done playing. He was in the Hall of Fame. He was the greatest player that ever lived. And you invite the guy that was picked over you for junior varsity, high school, to your Hall of Fame speech to rub it in, to let him know, hey, coach made a mistake. He should have put me on that team instead of your ass. And hey, now you see what happened. If I was that dude, I wouldn't even have went. What? Why am I going here? So you can show the world who the bum is that got picked over you. That's petty. That is pathetic. This topic was brought up recently on The Undisputed with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. Skip Bayless was saying Michael Jordan wasn't petty and better than LeBron, this, that, and the other. Better player, but he was very, very petty, very petty. And Shannon Sharp brought this up. Now, the reason they got on this topic is because LeBron was saying that he was sad over Kyrie Irving's comments, which I'm going to get to in a second. But what do you think about this? Do you think that's petty? If you was that dude, would you have went to the damn Hall of Fame? I wouldn't have went. What I'm going here for? To see what? Why? Ain't no point in that. So that was low, pathetic, and I feel bad that Mike did that to that dude. And as far as what LeBron is talking about, he need to get over it. What Kyrie said was 100% right. So LeBron is saying, which I think I wouldn't even have responded. These guys are so sensitive about stuff. Anyway, so Kyrie Irving said that playing with Kevin Durant, probably the second or first greatest ability to score player in history, he said playing with him is the first time where when it's time to take the last shot, he could look at another player and have just as much confidence in saying, oh, yeah, he could hit that shot too. That's true. LeBron James can't shoot. Period. He's not a shooter. He can hit shots good enough where you don't leave him open. But ain't nobody thinking of LeBron James as a three-point shooter. It's just not the case. Or a shooter, period. He can hit shots. He can shoot. He's improved. LeBron James, a great all-around player. But he's not a better shooter than Kyrie, and he damn sure ain't no better shooter than Kevin Durant. So what are you saying? You mad because you won a championship with him, so what? He supposed to hold your nards? He don't need to hold your nards. So I think that was pretty pathetic to be that sad and hurt. who gives a damn what Kyrie Irving say or any of this? They listen to this stuff so much. It's petty, pathetic. Yeah, they need to move on. So they, I don't know what's up with these guys. They make $100 million and your feelings is hurt. And Paul George, I don't have I can't find the article right now for some reason, but I just mentioned Paul George used to play for the Pacers. Now he'd have been on maybe 3 teams in the last 3 years. Still is a good player. Just signed a 5-year. So in the end of 5 years, all this money will be paid out. $250 million deal in 5 years. 5-year, $250 million deal to play with the Clippers. Wow. And that's not his first contract. Why was I not born 6'7", 6'8"? Oh my goodness, man. These guys make so much money. I wish my son was 6'7", 6'8". Oh my goodness. 6 foot. Something. Anyway. Now let's see. Your Honor. Let's get into Your Honor. And then I know y'all ready and been waiting for me to talk about Power, episode 7, Sex Week. And then it's almost the end of the show. We talk about this relationship talk. So, Your Honor. And I do have a review that I'm working on coming for Your Honor, as well as another Power video coming. So, keep looking out for that. But it should be coming within the next 2 days. So Your Honor is a really, really good show. It's only been 1 episode so far. And I mean, I was like, whoa, I got to see the rest of this. So Your Honor is a new show on Showtime starring Bryan Cranston, who you guys may know from, what is that? Walter White. What was the name of the show? You guys about to tell me in the comments. I don't know why I had a brain fart and can't remember it. Breaking Bad. There it go. Did I beat y'all in the comments? Let's see. Yeah, I beat y'all. Y'all ain't tell me yet. Anyway, so he was in Breaking Bad as Walter White. A lot of people consider that one of the best shows on TV in the last, 10, 20 years. So in this show, Your Honor, he was also in Malcolm in the Middle, which was the very first time I actually saw him. At the time, I didn't have cable, and I ended up seeing him on that show a couple times. But anyway, he's a judge in New Orleans, okay? And so while he's a judge in New Orleans, he seems to be an honest and fair judge. It seemed that in the court scene in the beginning, one of the cops was lying. He called him out on the lie. But what was going on, it was cutting between what he was going through and what his son was going through. And so his son is a perfect example of panic and fear for no reason. Everything was be blue, so noticeable. And he goes and puts a picture of it looked like a woman, it may be his mom, and some flowers in front of this store. Maybe she died there. While he's going there, he's all nervous and scared. Black guys, oh no. Black guys approaching. Don't look, don't look. Oh no, I looked. Pull off, pull off. What the hell is wrong with this dude? So he tweaking, he messing up. The guys walk up, they kind of scare him away, but I mean, you looking like you scared and problem. And anyway, they let him drive off. He drive up a block. Instead of just keep going, he makes a right. He gets to the next block, he makes a right. What are you doing? He gets to the next block, makes another right. Why did you just go right back where you were scared of and just barely got out the block? Why the hell you go back there? And he see that they didn't kick the picture over and broke it or the thing. So now he mad. Then they come back out running to the street. Then he start hitting the gas and scared. And now he got his little asthma. Why don't you stop the damn car? He trying to get his asthma medication, but he's still driving at the same time. He halfway looking on the floor. Don't know what's going on. All he had to do was just stop, put the car in park, take off your seatbelt, reach over, get your asthma, put the car back in, drive, and pull off. So an SUV comes behind him, and now he really tweaking. He's scared. He just know they coming for him, right? And so he's driving, not paying attention. It's this kid who we see at the beginning gets this classic motorcycle. Sure enough, he runs right into the kid. The kid flips over the car, lands on the ground, cracks his head on the curb. They both are hurt. But you got a little Volvo boy, little scared tweaker. He's able to recover. He goes over there and does a half-ass attempt to help the kid. Then he's having an asthma attack because he tried to give him mouth to mouth when you can't even breathe your damn self. Once he is able to recover, he just pulls off and leaves him. And when he had that accident, that black SUV was behind him and saw it, except they just turned left after the accident and left. So it's a witness. Somebody knows. So he's crashed. He leaves the scene of the accident. He goes home, does a half-ass job of trying to cover his tracks. He eventually tells his dad, who's the judge, and he telling him, hey, look, we need to go to court. There's that to the police station. Turn yourself in. Once he gets there, he realizes that the kid that he hit and killed was the child of the most notorious gangster in that town. Straight killer. And before he told his son to wait in the car and he was going to go and talk to him first. He saw them crying and broke up and he decided, hold that thought. Didn't put in the report, left, told the son get in the car, which kids and young people, when people telling you something, just do it. You ain't got time to explain everything. It ain't that you don't want it. It ain't the time right now. He trying to tell them get in the car so they can get the hell out of there. And the son talking about, no, you're right, Dad. I need to take responsibility. Get in the car. Dude, you take responsibility. They will kill you in jail. Like, dude, you're dead. And so then it goes to what is really going to happen. What would you do for your son? I mean, I feel him in that situation. What they need to do, he need to retire and move the hell out of there to Hawaii. Like, it's a wrap. They are in trouble. Trouble. So it ain't looking good for him. That was the first episode and how it ended. And damn, it's getting good. And I'm definitely looking forward to the second episode to see how that turned out. So, you know, we'll see what's up. And then another thing with the son is his dad told him, tell me everything, which is what I would be most mad about my son with, is that you didn't tell me everything, which means that I didn't pick the right course of action and you got us both screwed. So the son, when he told the dad, he didn't tell him that he was over there putting that picture there. So now they know that blue car, and they know that blue car is connected to that picture. All they have to do is see who's in that picture, and it's only going to take a couple steps before they trace it back to them. He also didn't tell his dad that he was being followed by that black SUV and that them black dudes actually saw him and get in the car. He didn't tell his dad none of that. He just made it seem like it was some accident. Nobody saw nothing and he got away. Which then he chose that course of action, as in let's conceal and cover up and we'll be good. Not realizing, oh no, because in the news, the gangster dude was interviewed by the news, and he said, no matter where you are or who you are or who did this, I'm gonna find you. We're the TETRIS. They're not the TETRIS, but I thought that was funny. Anyway, For Honor is damn good. And if you ain't started watching that, whoo. So you said, did he crash? Who? Did who crash? I missed the other thing. You say, but the driver in the black car who U-turned after the accident is the only witness. Who was in that car? Exactly. You don't know if it was one person in that car or a car full of people. It was like 4 or 5 people out there on the street when he put that picture down. So, yeah, his son would never survive a Louisiana prison. And then on top of that, that gangster dude would have him killed in prison anyway for leaving the scene of the accident and leaving his son like that. So, yeah, he would be in trouble. Let's see. Let me get some water. I'm looking for my water. Hold on. Then I'm about to get into this power. Ooh, that boy would be in poom poom pants and the pearls before the night was over. You ain't lying. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I am putting together a review for this show. I'm almost done with it. And it's only gonna probably be a one season show, short series. But it's damn good, just like The Undoing. And sometimes the writing is only good enough for one season. When you stretch stuff out too much, it gets weak. So anyway, Chris P, I forgot to mention that. So at the end of the episode, the gangster and his crew went to the scene of the death of the son. And they picked up and found the asthma inhaler that, little puff pad, little Puffy. That's what I'm about to call him, Little Puffy. Little Puffy dropped. He trying to puff on that damn asthma inhaler and then dropped it with bloody fingerprints. Dummy. So, yeah, he crashed. Yep, it's all good. So, yeah. Thank you, Sally Ann. I appreciate your support. Thank you for the help with the channel. I appreciate you all so much. And, every little bit helps keep the channel running. So thank you very much. I appreciate your support, Sally Ann. Thank you. Coco. Yeah, B. Cranston is a great actor. He's very good. He's very underrated, actually. Because Malcolm in the Middle was a comedy. So when I started seeing him in more serious things, I was like, this Malcolm's dad is serious? So, he got range, man. He's good. So, Whitney, you got a point. The inhalers don't have your name or info on it, but the actual piece that you stick into the inhaler he got a bloody fingerprint on it. So that may not help as well. So, all right. Now, let's get into that Power. Power, Book 2 Ghost, Episode 7, Sex Week. Now, I got some things to say about this. Ain't gonna be no sex for a week. That would be something. But anyway, so what I think is going to happen here. For one, I got another video coming out about Diana and about 2-Bit. But nevertheless, let's pull this up. Power Book 2 Go, Sex Week. Unfortunately, Tariq ain't about to get his wee wet. That Tina ain't about to get no action. But Anyway, I'm wondering. They say right here, as the heat is turned up on campus, Tariq isn't trying to be left in the cold with Lauren or Diana. Uh-huh. First off, he need to leave Diana alone. Leave her alone. She is so thirsty and upset. And let me tell you something. I don't give a damn how good a woman look. If she already starting arguments with you before you even in a relationship, that's a bad sign. She talking about some, I thought you was different. What the hell did he say to you? You act like he didn't talk you out your drawers or came at you like he this or that. You talked to him at a house party. What? Talk to him a couple times. He don't be calling you on the phone, trying to holler. Like, what the hell's her problem? I think Monet got a hold on her so much that maybe she was looking at Tariq as maybe her only chance of getting from up under Monet. Because she can't get no other dudes to come around. I mean, she can't go nowhere. Who else is she going to meet anybody? She can't go to college. She can't do nothing. So I think that maybe that's what's really going on, and that she may not really want Tariq, but may see him as he cool, but he may be a way for me to get away from Monet and everybody. She can't have a dude. Not even Kane want her to be with somebody. And she mad, and this I've had experience and heard of and different things before, that women don't have a problem shutting a man down, and men are used to it because we get shut down so much through life. But if you shut a woman down, oh no, especially if she fine, oh no, that's a problem. Either she gonna come at you and start some drama, or she gonna come at you trying to change your mind and get your attention. It seemed that Diana is starting drama because on one hand, I say maybe she did that if she liked Tariq as a way to get out. But on the other hand, if that's the case, why would she go and tell Monet about the course correct, trying to get him shut down? And when she came to him talking about, I came to talk to you about course correct. I know. I freaking know, okay? Okay, so what? I don't give a damn what you know. What's the problem? Y'all getting the money for the product? Okay, what? Diana, I'm busy. What the fuck do you need? You know about, okay, so what? I'm going to tell Monet. Tell her. What? So do I got the authority to be wondering how you all sell your product? They not fronting him. Well, they fronted him at first. Or did they? See, they don't really get into the real, logistics of drug dealing. But in the end of the day, if they didn't front him, which for those that don't know, that means giving you drugs up front and he didn't give them money back. Sometimes you get fronted, meaning you don't have the money, they'll give you the drugs, and then at the end, you get money back and whatever agreed amount time it may be. Usually it's a time that usually how long it should take to sell however much you got. So we don't know if he was fronted or not, but if he was fronted, he should be at this point able to cop now without being fronted. Either way, the point is he's paying for it. He's not selling their stuff for them. He's getting his own stuff and then doing his thing. So what the hell difference does it make to them how he flips his stuff? As long as he ain't working with the cops, that's all that's important. And like Monet told her, what's it to you? Why you want me to shut him down? What you a virgin? He your first? No, well, what's your problem? For real, she tripping. So I don't know. I think she need to move on. And One Journey, they did not front him. So then that's even more to my point. I don't remember this being talked about. I'm not saying you right or wrong. I just don't remember. But if he didn't get fronted, that means he paid for it. It's his. What the hell is it to you? If he bought a dime bag or a kilo, if he paid $10 or $16,000, your part is done. Who cares what he does with it? As long as whatever he does with it don't lead to the cops and me. He's selling his whatever one way, fine. You need a new shipment? So anyway, and that's true. And I know why too, Whitney. So he's charging more, keeping costs low, keeping the business discreet. He has to charge more because he's not actually doing it. What I mean by that is most drug dealers at his level actually sell the drugs themselves. They don't have people working for them at that beginner's level. Like, he didn't skip levels. That's a TV show. I get it. But he got those other people delivering the course correct for him, so he wouldn't make any money and be able to cop and have a profit and money for his mom if he had to pay people. So he got to charge 3 times as much just so he can have other people do the work and take the risk and still be able to recop and have money left over for Mom Dukes. So he don't have a choice but to charge 3 times as much unless he did it himself. Then he could cut out paying the dudes delivering the course correct, but he taking the risk of getting busted. So you say Kane got kissed, then kicked in that prison, but Trace beat down by those Latinos was funnier. Hey, man, it's like Die Hard 3, man. It's like Die Hard 3, man. Hey, that was funny. Oh, you know what? I made a video, Sally. I forgot to play it when you gave me the super chat. So here you go.
Thank you.
All right. Appreciate it. Anyway, back to the regularly scheduled program. So, man, anyway, he better leave Diana alone. He should get with Lauren. Lauren is a better match for him, and he would look like Jay-Z as far as coolness, whatever, because she's with Big Lurch. And he squares a pool table twice as green. Ain't nothing cool with him. No wonder she is so attracted to Tariq. You with Eddie Munster's, bastard child. No kidding. It's a no-brainer. And he act like he your daddy. If you see Mo Money with Damon Wayans, he act like the dude that Stacey Dash was with. I know that's an old movie and a throwback. And you may not remember that reference. It was on cable recently, so I saw it again. That's why I remember. But anyway, lame. And so that's a turn off as well. Nobody want to be with somebody boring or uninteresting or act like your mom or your dad. I moved out for a reason. I moved away from my mom, not to move in with my mom. So, that's crazy. Talking and grubbing. That's a good point. So in episode 6, although it was funny and interesting to watch, it was not believable at all. And that is when Braden just walks up to some random dudes on the porch and talk about, hey, man, it's a cold night. I ain't got no phone. Hey, boy, I got the blunt. Blah. Give me that damn blunt. Get off my block, boy, before we beat that. But hey, dude, will you share with us? Oh, hey, light it up. Oh man, they would have spotted him. The way he taught everything, and it's not that rare. Like they probably had some they damn self. I got a butt, but we do too, mama. What? Oh, it was the episode won't work unless you go along with it. So anyway, we'll see. It don't seem that that was the most realistic for him. So anyway, and they were supposed to jump him, take that money, take them drugs. Let alone they gonna let him come sell drugs on their block, get money on their block, and then just walk away with all the money. He didn't give them $10, $20. He didn't give them nothing. Hey, I'm going to let you puff a couple times. I'm going to make a lot of money. I'm going to feel rich. I ain't giving you none, no. Like, that's just exploitation. Anyway, so sex week, I'm interested to see if anything Zeke gonna be tagging Professor Sexy and whatever bust downs on the cheerleader squad he can get. If anybody I got confidence in is Zeke and probably Drew. Zeke running through the cheerleaders. I'm running through the basketball team. I let Zeke handle the light work. I like to take it on in the hole. I know my sister, she want to run through the football team. I like the basketball team. Anyway, all right. Let me get ready to get up out of here. Cover my last topic of the day. I just not realized I ain't get to my Instagram videos. I got too much stuff to talk about today, I guess. Next week, I won't have as many topics. I guess I leave a little room for people to come in. And damn, I still ain't do the live call in with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the link and let you guys join in if you want. If nobody comes by the time I'm done talking about this, I'm out of here. And with that being said, there's the link. Feel free to join. And last topic of the day is, does a strong black woman, or can a strong black woman keep a man? And does a man know how to be with a strong black woman? Now, first off, I don't like the term strong black woman. Everybody should be doing the right things and things like that. Nobody else says this or that. I'm not saying that they aren't strong or not. I just think that it makes it seem maybe a person is doing maybe something that another group wouldn't, like take care of your kids or raise a family or pay the bills by yourself. Like, I think it's people in groups and stuff, whatever. That's not the main point. The main point is, I think from my experiences and from things I've seen and come across, that it's not that can they, it's that will you have a place. Sometimes you may be successful or doing this or look this way, and that's great. It's not that a man is intimidated or scared or sensitive. Is that sometimes you have built up so much armor and everything around that you don't leave a place for a person to fit in. It's not always about money or this or that. If you have everything, or if anytime somebody gets you something, it's never good enough or not what you like, then you make that person don't want to do stuff. And they chalk it up as, well, you got everything anyway, or you don't need this or you don't need that. If everywhere we go, you don't want nobody to pay for this, or you gonna drive or this or that, well, what we need to go for? You can buy your own stuff. You can do this. You can do that. You eventually put yourself in a position where ain't nowhere for a person to be. You don't want nobody to do nothing. You say you do, but when they do, you quick to say how you don't need it. Then what are we doing? See, men are with broke women all the time. Don't think about it that way. I think, hey, I like her. She cool. I'll help her get there. I'll help her get a job. Women don't think that way. You ain't got this. You ain't got that. I'm done. I'll have it when you do. If you do. But, everybody got to have a spot and a place, for that person. And if you don't, then you shouldn't be trying to be with somebody, because you your own best person. And so, with that being said, hey, everybody, if you're out there and you're trying to be with somebody and do this and that, then make sure you leave a space for them to be with you. Sometimes we all out there saying this or saying that or want to do this and that, but if that person came would they have a spot? Would they be able to fit in your life, or would you try to fit in theirs? So I think the answer is that it's a yes for both of those. But you got to think about it and want to. A lot of people don't realize it. And then if they do, they don't want to live with that person or give up this or move here or have this or that or whatever. And then how could you ever do? You don't have the trust. I mean, we all have trust issues. The older you get, probably gets even more. But at the same time, make it harder on you as well. So let's see. Whitney, black women have been holding men down for centuries. That's true. And vice versa, black men holding down the women. I'm not saying that that's not the case, and I'm not saying you saying that either. I'm just saying, say, for example, you got a good woman, black woman that's doing good at her job, and her home situation is good, this, that, and the other, and you meet somebody you like and you want to spend time with, but you ain't gonna move in with them, or you don't want to live here, or you don't want to do this and that. And I understand people got, issues in relationship. People got trust things, and the older you get, the more times it happens, or you have that. So I get it. But if you can't get over that, then maybe you ain't ready to go to looking in a way. Because what's the point if you ain't gonna do it? You only halfway into it. So I don't know. It's no easy way to talk about it or say, but simple way to put it is just make space for somebody if they are available, so that you could make it work. So anyway, I'm about to get up out of here. I appreciate y'all for coming through another week. Sally, thanks for the support with the super chat. And I'm getting ready to get up out of here. And I'll see y'all in the next episode next Friday, and also this Sunday. So keep a lookout for my next power videos. Your Honor, Euphoria still coming. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Y'all take care. You have a good one. I'll see you, Desiree. You take care as well. Sally Ann, everybody. And I'm out.